Hi everyone, I am back with another video. I know it's been a couple weeks since the last one. I've been just kind of trying to get myself organized. I have a new filming space, as you can see. I finally got that cleaned up and presentable so I can film. As a result of this new filming space, you may see my dogs a little bit more. I apologize in advance for that because you may also hear them a little bit more. Sometimes it's funny, I don't know, we'll see. But you probably will see them. Also, I've just been working on getting some new content together and some new video ideas, and I do have a bunch of stuff coming up. So definitely subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're gonna be talking about elements next, and then we're gonna start moving into talking about signs and everything about the different signs. So that'll involve like their ruling planets and their houses and all kinds of that fun stuff. Definitely don't wanna miss it. Also, I do have appointments available for Natal Chart readings and Synastry readings. The description and information about those are all in the description box and in the pinned comments, so check that out. I would definitely love to do a reading for you, so hit me up. Yeah, so let's jump into our video. In this video, we're going to be talking about modalities. You're probably wondering, what is a modality? Why do I need to know about it? Modalities are kind of like elements in that they're a way of classifying as different signs. They do have very specific energy signatures, specific ways of acting in the world. There are three modalities. There are the cardinal signs, which are concerned with action. There are the fixed signs, which are concerned with security and sustainability and commitment. And there are the mutable signs, which are concerned with learning and making adjustments. Why are they important? As we're looking at the Zodiac wheel and we're traveling from Aries through Pisces, we're also traveling through the progression of the modalities as well. And those are symbolizing the flow of life experiences. So for instance, we take action with the cardinal signs. So we take action with Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. The cardinal signs also happen to be associated with the beginnings of each of the seasons. Aries is associated with the beginning of spring. Cancer is associated with the beginning of summer. Libra is the beginning of fall. Capricorn, the beginning of winter. The cardinal signs, because they are associated with action, can be kind of impatient and, ready to move on to the next thing. They do get bored easily. Not a big fan of routine. They like to leave routine to the fixed signs. The fixed signs are where we are consolidating those actions that the cardinal signs took and hoping to gain security from them. The fixed signs are most, out of all of the modalities, concerned with the here and now. They are associated with the idea of inertia. So what is in motion stays in motion, and what is at rest stays in rest. You do not move a fixed sign until a fixed sign is ready to move. The different fixed signs are Taurus, who, in my opinion, are probably the most stubborn of all of the fixed signs even. Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. I just say that about Taurus because it's also an earth sign, and earth signs are already stubborn, and when you throw fixed in there, it makes them even doubly stubborn. But I do love Tauruses. My Mars is in Taurus. I love you guys. Anyway, yes, fixed signs are very stubborn, but they also can be some of the most loyal signs out of all of the Zodiac. The fixed signs are also they have esoteric associations. You see a representation of the fixed signs on the World card in the tarot, which is associated with the ending of karmic cycles. And the fixed signs are also associated with the esoteric doctrines of transformation and rebirth and lots of those things. And once we start getting into more of the actual signs, we'll talk more about that. But because they do have such concentrated, sustained energy, they can also accomplish pretty great things. they do, again, tend to be very inflexible, and they have an idea and one track mind, and that's what they're going for. It's like trying to stop or move a train. Not really going to happen unless it gets derailed. And that's kind of what the mutable signs like to do, is try to derail it. Mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, and Sagittarius and Pisces. The mutable signs are associated with learning and making adjustments and harmony. So the action that the cardinal signs take, and then the sustained momentum the fixed signs keep, the mutable signs come in to look to see how adjustments can be made. They take into account other information, other options, things that work, things that haven't, and they help make adjustments. They are not great at starting things because they kind of like to play in ideas and details, and they have a hard time sometimes with picking a path and sticking to it like the fixed signs do. So, but they do still serve the purpose of helping us make adjustments when we're moving through life. So ideally, that's how they all work together and how they are supposed to work together in the zodiac. Each modality is represented by one of the elements. Each of the signs is one of the four elements. And on the other side of that, each of the elements has one of the modalities represented in it. So you get that spectrum of fire energy with all of the different modalities, and you get the cardinal energy with all of the different elements, which makes up our 12 different signs of the zodiac and our wheel and moving through the life experiences. That's basically how the modalities work. Like I said, they're not really something that people focus on as much as they do the elements, but they do definitely have a very particular way of acting. And, because of that, you can kind of see that, right? You can pinpoint that. And, when you have imbalances of certain things, certain modalities, just like when you have imbalances of elements, things can be lacking. Like if we have too much cardinal energy and, we start lots of things but don't finish them, and we get really impatient and we don't want to stick with something. When we have too much fixed energy, we have a hard time making adjustments and have a hard time being flexible. When there's too much mutable energy, we have a hard time sticking to and committing to something and making a decision about what we really want to do, but there's other options, like what if the grass is greener? So we do need all of them to help us get through life. But yeah, that's basically how the modalities work. It can kind of seem insignificant, but yet it's not. It's something that we'll probably discuss a little bit more when we talk about the signs more in depth, because then we'll talk more about how those signs use those particular modalities in the world, and how they interact with other things too. So yeah. So that is basically how modalities work in the zodiac and why they're important. Next video is we're going to be jumping into the elements. We're going to be starting with fire. And I'm hoping to get that one filmed today and hopefully uploaded ASAP. And then we'll be doing videos on all of the other elements too. I kind of thought about putting them into one video, but I'm like, yeah, that's going to be really super long, and there's kind of a lot of information. So yeah, so I look forward to seeing you in the next video, our fire video, and I will see you guys then. Bye.